Okay, good morning class. Welcome now to our week 5. Before we start, we're going to pray. Please put your presence to the Lord. Let us pray. Father God, come be with us today. Fill our hearts with joy. Fill our minds with learning. Fill our classrooms with peace. Fill our lesson with fun. Fill our friendships with kindness. Fill our study with love and compassion. Amen. Okay, so last week we studied about how to multiply and how to estimate decimal numbers. Okay, so again, how do we multiply decimal numbers? Okay, so to multiply decimal number, we multiply it like a whole number. Only the difference is we're going to count the number of decimal places in the factors. The number of decimal places in the factors is the same also as the number of decimal places in your product. Let's say, for example, your factors have 4 decimal places. Your product also must have 4 decimal places. And then, how do we estimate the product of decimal numbers? Okay, so to estimate the product of decimal numbers, you have to follow the steps. First, you are going to round off the number into a whole or into the nearest whole number with the highest value. Then after you round it off, you are going to multiply the rounded number. Then count the number of decimal places if it has. Then write the number of decimal place, the decimal point according to the number of the decimal places. Okay, so we are going to answer the following. Okay, find the product of each number. So number 1, we have 6 and 2 tenths times 5 tenths. So 5 times 2 equals 10, bring down 0, carry up 1. 6 times 5 equals 30 plus 1, 31. So take note, the number of decimal places in the products are 2. So therefore, the factors. So therefore, the number of decimal places in your product is also 2. So therefore, the answer is 3 and 10 hundredths. So you have 2 decimal places. Okay, for number 2, 93 and 4 tenths times 6 tenths. So 6 times 4 equals 24. Bring down 4, carry 2. 3 times 6 equals 18. Plus 2 equals 20. Bring down 0, carry up 2. 9 times 6 equals 54. Plus 2 equals 56. And then, the number of decimal places in our factors are 2. So therefore, the number of decimal places in the product is also 2. So therefore, the answer is 56 and 4 hundredths. So you have 2 decimal places. Now, for number 3, we have 4 times 7 equals 28. Bring down 8, carry up 2. Then, 9 times 4 equals 36 plus 2 equals 38. Carry 3, bring down 8. So then, 3 times 4 equals 12 plus 3 equals 15. So the number of decimal places are 2. So therefore, the product has 2 decimal places. So therefore, the answer is 15 and 88 hundredths. Then for number 4, we have 253 and 7 tenths times 7 tenths. 7 times 7 equals 49. Bring down 9, carry 4. 3 times 7 equals 21 plus 4 equals 25. Bring down 5, carry up 2. 7 times 5 equals 35 plus 2 equals 37. Bring down 7, carry 3. 7 times 2 equals 14 plus 7 equals 17. So our factors has 2 decimal places. So tens, tens. So that is hundreds. So therefore, the answer is 177 and 59 hundredths. So you have 2 decimal places in your product. So for number 5, 6,318 and 5 tenths times 8 tenths. So we have 8 times 5 equals 40. Bring down 0, carry 4. 8 times 8 equals 64 plus 4 equals 68. Carry 6. 8 times 1 equals 8 plus 6 equals 14. Bring down 4, carry up 1. 8 times 3 equals 24 plus 1 equals 25. Bring down 5, carry up 2. 6 times 8 equals 48 plus 2 equals 50. So the products, the factors has two decimal places because we have one decimal place in your multiplicand and one decimal place in the multiplier. So therefore, the answer or the product has two decimal places. So the answer is 5,054 and 80 hundredths. So you have two decimal places. In the product, if you have 0 at the right side, you can delete it since 0 has no value anymore. But if the 0 is in between, do not delete because it has a corresponding value that gives to the other number that followed. Okay, next. We're going to estimate the product of each number. So number 1, we have 52 and 48 hundredths times 9 and 8 tenths. So 52, so we have 5. The number at the right is 2, so less than 5 siya. Therefore, 52 becomes 50. Then we have 9 and 8 tenths. So 9, the number at the right is 8, so plus 1 kay 9, si 9 becomes 10. So therefore, that is 10. Now, multiply the rounded number. 50 times 10 equals 500. So the answer is 500. Okay, number 2. We have 6 and 5 and 9 tenths. So si 6, 9 ang nasa right, so it becomes 7. Then we have 63 and 5 tenths. So 6 and then 3, so 60. So therefore, 63 and 5 tenths equals 60. Then 7 times 60 equals 420. Alright, number 3. 3 and 5 tenths equals 4. Because 3, the number followed is 5, so plus 1 equals 4. Then 90 and 3 tenths, so 90. Same also, 90. Then 4 times 90 equals 360. Then the last number, we have 50 and 4 tenths, so 50. So it becomes also 50. Then 10 and 2 tenths, 10. 0 yung sumunod sa 1, and 4, that is 10. So the answer is 50 times 10 equals 500. So that is how to get the product and to estimate the product of the decimal number. So this morning, we are going to study about routine and non-routine problems involving multiplication without or with addition or subtraction of decimal numbers and whole numbers including money. When we say routine problem, that is a common problem. The operations that we are going to use is only one. While when we say non-routine problem, that is not in common. Hindi siya palaging ginagamit. And the non-routine problem, it involves more than 2 operations to be used. Or more than 1, more than 2 operations to be used. That is the non-routine problem. So that is the difference between the routine and non-routine. Pag sinabi natin routine, yun yung common problem, yung only one operation that you are going to use. Well, the non-routine problem, hindi siya common, medyo may kahirapan ng konti. It's because it involves more than 2 operations. Okay. So at the end of the lesson, you are expected to solve routine and non-routine problems involving multiplication without or with addition or subtraction of decimals and whole numbers, including money, using appropriate problem-solving strategies and tools. So, after our lesson, you can solve the routine and non-routine problem using the appropriate problem-solving strategies and tools. So, we are going to study what are the strategies that appropriate to each problem in order to get the answer of the problem. So let's have this our problem opener. Okay, so we have Jade prepared sandwiches for the birthday party of her younger brother. She bought six loaves of bread at 35 pesos each, 2 bottles of mayonnaise at 55 and 50 centavos a bottle, and 1 and 5/10 kilogram of ham at 240 a kilogram. How much change did she receive for her 1,000 peso bill? Now, we are going to analyze the problem. Okay. So, what can you say about Jade? Anyone? Alright, so Jade is a kind, thoughtful sister to her younger brother. She loved her younger brother because she prepared some sandwiches for his birthday. Okay? If you are Jade, will you do the same? Of course, you're going to do the same to show your love and care and thoughtfulness to your younger brother or to your younger sister. Now, we are going to understand the problem. So these are the strategies that you are going to use. First, you are going to understand the problem. How can you understand the problem? Simply, you are going to know what is asked in the problem. Alamin muna natin kung anong hinihingi sa problem. So, our problem asked about the change of Jade that she received for her 1,000 peso bill. Yan. So, yun ang tinatanong dyan sa problem natin. The change did Jade receive for her 1,000 peso bill. Then, under the understand, you are going to know what are the given facts. So, these given facts are the numbers that you are going to use to solve the problem. So, what are the given facts? The given facts are 6 loaves of bread, 35 pesos, 2 bottles, 55 pesos and 50 centavos, 1 and 5/10 kilograms, 240 pesos, and 1,000 piso bill. Now, so in our problem, we can see that the given facts. Ayan, she bought 6 loaves of bread at 35 pesos each, 2 bottles of mayonnaise at 55 pesos and 50 centavos a bottle, and 1 and 5/10 kilogram of ham at 240 pesos a kilogram. Then, she has 1,000 peso bill. So those are the given facts that you are going to use to solve the problem. Then after you understand, you are going to plan. How are you going to plan? Paano tayo mag-plan? So first, you are going to know what operation that you are going to use. Ano ba ang operation na gagamitin natin in order to solve the problem? So, you can have some clue word in our problem. Just like change. When we say change, you are going to subtract. How about let's say, she bought 6 loaves of bread at 35 pesos each. So, the word each, you are going to multiply. Then, so simply, it's because we have the word and, you are going to add. So, therefore, the operation that you are going to solve use to solve the problem are multiplication, addition, and subtraction. So, you have 3 operations to be used. So, in other words, this kind of problem, we call this non-routine problem. It's because it's involved 3 operations to be used in order to get the answer. Now, under the plan, you are going to know what is the number sentence. So in giving the number sentence, it is one way of translating a word problem into a mathematical sentence. Word problem siya, pero ita-translate natin into a mathematical sentence in order you to solve the problem para madali sa inyo mag-solve. So what is the number sentence in this problem. So, we are going to use the given facts. So, our number sentence is 1,000 minus quantity of 6 times 35 plus quantity of 2 times 55 and 50 hundredths plus quantity of 1 and 5 tenths times 240 equals n. So that is our number sentence. So after you plan, again, we are going to understand, then plan. So sa plan, we can get our number sentence from the given facts. Then, by using the operations that we are going to use to get the answer. Then after you plan, you are going to solve. Now, how are we going to solve? Okay, so now we have here our number sentence. 1,000 minus quantity of 6 times 35 plus quantity of 2 times 55 and 50 hundredths plus quantity of 1 and 5 tenths times 240 equals n. So first, we are going to solve those equation inside the parentheses. If you have remembered to our PEMDAS rule, if you have more than 2 operations to be used, you are going to solve first those equations that inside the parentheses. So we are going to multiply first this one. So we have 35 times 6. So we have 6 times 5 equals 30. Carry 3. 6 times 3 equals 18 plus 3 equals 21. So we do not have decimal number. So therefore, this is, okay, so we're going to write 1,000 minus, so we have 210. Then, plus. We're going to multiply this one. Okay, so we have 55 and 50 hundredths times 2. So we have 2 times 0, 0. 2 times 5 equals 10, carry up 1. 2 times 5 equals 10, plus 1, 11, carry up 1. 2 times 5 equals 10, plus 1 equals 11. So we're going to count the number of decimal places. 1, 2, 1, 2. So therefore, the answer is 111 pesos. Okay. Now, this one, we're going to get also the product. So plus, so this one we have 240 times 1 and 5 tenths. So multiply first 5. 5 times 0 equals 0. 5 times 4 equals 20. Bring down 0, carry up 2. 5 times 2 equals 10 plus 2 equals 12. Now, we're going to multiply 1. 1 times 0 equals 0. 1 times 4 equals 4. 1 times 2 equals 2. Then, get the sum. Okay, 0, 0, 2 plus 4 equals 6. 1 plus 2 equals 3. Count the number of decimal places. So, we have only 1 decimal place. So, therefore, 1 decimal place. So, the answer is 360. So, we have 360. Now, inside the parentheses, we are going to, ano na yung mga operations yung nasa loob ng parentheses? Okay, very good. So, we are going to get the sum or we are going to add. So, we're going to align this one. 210 plus 111 plus 360. Then add. So, we have 1, 8, then 6. So, we have 681. So, 1,000 minus 681. So, yun na yan. So, yun ang magiging change ni Jade after she paid all the items that she buy. Okay, so we are going to subtract 1,000 minus 681. Okay, 0 minus 1 cannot be, so we're going to borrow. Wala naman siya mahiraman, wala din siya mahiraman, so dito siya hihiram. So 1 becomes 0, 0 becomes 9, 0 becomes 9, then the last 0 becomes 10. Can you follow? Alright. So 10 minus 1 equals 9. 9 minus 8 equals 1. Then we have 9 minus 6 equals 3. So therefore, n is equals 319 pesos. So yung chase or yung sukli ni Jade is 319 pesos. Can you follow? Okay, now again. What are the given facts in our problem? So we have 6 loaves of bread, 35 pesos each. 2 bottles of mayonnaise at 55 pesos and 50 centavos. Then we have 1 and 5/10 kilogram of ham at 240 a kilogram. Then Jade has 1,000 peso bill. Then the operations that we are going to use is multiplication, addition, and subtraction. That is why that kind of problem we call that non-routine problem. So what is the answer for our answer? So the change of J did she receive for here 1,000 peso bill is 319 pesos. Let's have another example. Okay, let's have this another problem. For problem number 2. Mr. and Mrs. Buenavista have 4 children. One Sunday afternoon, they had snacks at their favorite restaurant. Each of them ordered value meal worth 79 pesos and 50 centavos. How much did they spend in all? Okay. Okay, so our given facts is or are 79 pesos and 50 centavos. This is a value meal that Mr. and Mrs. Buenavista's family ordered. So, how many are there? They have 4 children plus Mr. and Mrs. Buenavista plus 2 equals 6. So, what should be our number sentence in this problem? Or what is asked first? The problem asks about the total that they spend in all. Okay, kung magkano lahat ang nagastos nila sa pagkain doon sa snacks, doon sa favorite nilang restaurant. Okay, so what is the number sentence? So our number sentence is 79 and pesos and 50 centavos times quantity of 4 plus 2 equals n. Okay, bakit mayroon tayong quantity of 2 at 4 plus 2? Ayan, 4 plus 2. This 4 children plus 2 Mr. and Mrs. Buenavista. Kaya dalawa, 6. So first, we're going to get the sum. And this kind of problem is also again non-routine problem because it involves more than 3 operations or 2 operations. So we have 79 times 4 plus 2 equals 6. Now equals n equals, so we are going to transpose the n here at the left side. So we are going to multiply now. So we have 79 and 50 centavos times 6. Okay, 0 times 6 equals 0. 6 times 5 equals 30. Bring down 0, carry up 3. 6 times 9 equals 54 plus 3 equals 57. Bring down 7, carry up 5. 6 times 7 equals 42 plus 5 equals 47. Now, count the number of decimal places. We have 1, 2, 1, 2. So, how much did Mr. and Mrs. Buenavista spend? Okay, very good. So, Mr. and Mrs. Buenavista spent 477 pesos for their snacks, including their 4 children. Okay, that is how to solve word problems, non-routine and routine problems involving multiplication or addition with or without addition or subtractions, including money using appropriate strategies and tools in solving word problems. Okay, any questions? Okay, if there is none, we are going to solve now the following problems. Okay, you are going to answer learning task 2. Copy the table and write your answers in your notebook. Page 21 of your math module. Okay, only learning task number 2. Okay, if you are done, how do we solve routine and non-routine problems involving multiplication without or with addition or subtraction of decimals and whole numbers, including money using appropriate problem-solving strategies and tools? Okay, so to solve routine and non-routine problems, you are going to follow the following steps. 1. Read and analyze the given problems. How do you analyze the given problems? You are going to identify what is asked in the problem. Then after you identify what is asked in the problem, you are going to know the given facts. Take note, in our non-routine problems, there are sometimes hidden questions. Pag sinabi natin hidden questions, hindi siya nakasulat, but it has a clue words for you to know how to get the answer for the hidden questions. And then, after you know the given facts, you are going to know what operations to be used. That is very important. Kung ano ba talaga ang gagamitin na ninyong operation. Then after you know the operations to be used, you are going to translate the word problem into a mathematical sentence for you to solve. Then after you translate it to a mathematical sentence, solve and label the final answer. Take note, label the final answer. You have to put a label. Yun ba ay pera? Yun ba ay kilometer, meters, or kilogram? So that is very important in solving word problem. Any questions? Okay, there is none. Okay, answer learning task number 3. Solve the given problems. Write your answers, your solutions rather, and your answers in your notebook. Page 21 of your math module. But I have already typed here. So for number 1, school lunch cost 135 pesos and 50 centavos per week. About how much would 15 and 5/10 weeks of lunches cost? The word about. So that is estimating the product. So you are going to estimate. And that kind of problem, we call that non-routine problem because only one operations to be used. Okay, for number 2, Lorna earns 71 pesos and 55 centavos per hour for gardening. If she will works for 21 hours this month, then how much will she earn? Okay, this is again routine problem because this is very common. Only one operations that you are going to use. Then for number 3, Paul's father will pay for her new car in 60-month payments. If his car loan costs 1,025,660 pesos, then how much will he pay for each month? So take note, 60 months. So what operations you are going to use? It's multiplication or division. Take note, that is again routine problem. Pag sinabing routine, only one operations to be used. Then number 4, the length of a ribbon is 1 1/2800 meter. The length of the rope is 2 75 400 meter longer than the ribbon. What is the length of the rope? Alright, so you have 2 or 3 operations to be used. In other words, that is non-routine problem. So number 4 is non-routine problem. Only one operation to be used pala. So that is routine problem. So number 5, a pail holds 5 and 2/10 liters of water. A bottle holds 3 and 9/10 liters less water than the pail. What is the volume of water in the bottle? Again, that is routine problem. So the word less water than the pail. So less, that is subtraction. Alright? Okay, so if you are done, this is now our quiz. Read, analyze each problem. Write your answer in a piece of pad paper. Again write your answer in a piece of pad paper. One whole sheet of pad paper. Answer only. So these are the problems. Number 1, Claire buys 3 dolls at 245 pesos and 75 centavos each. How much change did she receive from her 500 peso bill? Okay, that is non-routine problem. You have 2 operations to be used. So you have to know what operations you are going to use. So you have the word each and you have the word change. Okay, for number 2, every learner in a class gives 3 pesos and 50 centavos for the sick school personnel. How much was given by 5 classes each with 38 learners? This is again non-routine problem. So you have each. So ano kayong operations ang gagamitin ninyo dyan? Then we have mother bought 9 kilograms of pork at 390 pesos. A kilogram, and 6 kilograms of fish at 220 pesos a kilogram. How much did she pay in all? Again, that is non-routine problem because 2 operations you are going to use. Okay, for number 4. Patrick worked for 15 days and was paid 585 pesos and 50 centavos a day. If he spent 1,050 pesos of his earnings, how much did he have left? Ayan. So you have the word left, then you have the word 15 days a day. So, other words, that problem is called non-routine problem because it involves 2 operations. Okay, number 5. Cecil bought 5 kilograms of dressed chicken at 130 pesos and 50 centavos a kilogram. 2 kilograms of pork at 385 pesos kilogram for their cooking class. How much change did she get from a 1,000 peso bill? Ayan. So, this again, number 5 is a non-routine problem because it involves 2 or more operations. Number 6. Marie bought ribbons at 63 pesos and 50 centavos each. So, you have the word each. How much did she pay for 25 ribbons? Ayan. So, basic. In other words, problem number 6 is routine problem. Okay, for number 7, Gracia pays 3,500 pesos a month for her piano lessons. How much does she pay for 18 months? So, basic. That is routine problem because one operation only. Number 8, Mil Jane spends 30 pesos and 50 centavos for food each day. How much did she spend for 22 days? So, each day. So, that is, anong operation? So, problem number 8 is routine problem. Only one operation you are going to use. Then, number 9, JR bought 5 t-shirts at 215 pesos and 90 centavos each. How much did she spend in all? Ayan. So, one operation also, and that is routine problem. For the number 10, Angelique pays 2,850 pesos a month for her board and lodging. How much will she pay for 1 year? Again, that is routine problem because only one operation that you are going to use. Again, this problem 1 to 10, that is will be your quiz for this week. And you are going to write your answer in a piece of pad paper. Then below your answer, your assignment. You are going to write your reflection regarding to our lesson. 1, I understand that. You are going to write your answer. Then number 2, I learned that. Then write your answer. Okay? Thank you. Enjoy doing your activities. Good luck, children. See you next week.